Ever since the first airplane took off, we've all had this dream where you're stuck in traffic, crawling at 2 miles an hour, and all you want is to press a magic button that lets your car lift off and soar over the mess. Yeah, Back to the Future had us dreaming big. But here we are, decades later, still trapped in traffic, endlessly hoping for flying cars. So, what's the holdup? The market potential is enormous. The urban air mobility market is worth $4.6 billion today and is estimated to be around $23 billion by 2040. While we're closer than ever to making flying cars a thing, engineers face some serious challenges. Picture this. You need a vehicle tough and rugged enough to handle potholes, but also light and aerodynamic enough to soar through the sky. Yeah, not easy. Believe it or not, we've been trying to crack this code for over a century. The Curtiss autoplane from 1917 was one of the earliest attempts, but it got sidelined by World War I. Fast forward to the 1940s, and you had Robert Fulton's amphibian, which could both fly and drive. It even got certified by aviation authorities. But it was too expensive to produce. So, what's different now? Why are we still talking about flying cars, and could they actually work this time? So when we used to talk about flying cars, we didn't actually mean cars that only fly, but we meant hybrid cars, which can both drive on the roads and glide in the skies. These hybrid vehicles need to be light enough to actually support the aerodynamics of flying, but also be heavy enough to drive on the roads. To make a compact flying vehicle safe enough, it needs to have a lot of tech that also carries a lot of weight in it, making it even harder to find that aerodynamic balance. This issue of finding that perfect balance to support both the hybrid form factors has been the #1 challenge in making this dream a success yet. So, what if we just make flying cars? That's it. No hybrid versions, just simply take off from point A and land over to point B. Now this is where things get interesting, because now the weight issue can be tackled to a possible extent, and with the accelerative development in both the software and hardware side of things, safety concerns can also be tackled in a fly-only vehicles. These type of vehicles are called VTOLs, or vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. About 2,000 plus companies across the world are experimenting early-stage development with VTOLs, and about 430 plus different designs are seen amongst these companies. Mammoths like Uber Elevate, Toyota, Hyundai are partnering with aviation companies and heavily investing in redefining the future of travel. A few companies have already succeeded and soft-launched eVTOL services in the selective countries. EHang in China and Brazil have launched successfully their first-ever urban mobility creation. Toyota also partnered with Joby Aviation and tested their eVTOLs in Japan, ready to set foot commercially. Sarla Aviation in India has also partnered with the Bangalore Airport to launch airport flying services commercially. Sci-fi movies like Blade Runner, Star Wars, and more have amped up our expectations, but most of these eVTOLs will be pilotless and have definitive landing spots without any free-flying option, cause that would create chaos in the air. Self-driving is not going to be the early norm in this space, at least not for the next 10-20 years until a full-fledged air driving school and certification comes into place. This will gatekeep this sector, along with the premium price factor to only early adapters and businesses. Even flying drones publicly without a license is illegal. Imagine flying yourself instead. That's another level of regulation that we need to factor in. That's it for this video. If you are still here, do subscribe and share the video. Thank you so much for watching.